Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we will talk about dimension combination and the full dimension priority. First, we need to understand how we can use this dimension combination, and also how we can set up the default dimension priority. So let's go to Business Central and check how we can do this. So here, let's go to explore more. Then we have here the setup in the finals, that is dimension combination. So first I explain explanation about what is dimension combination. So basically, if you think about your process, you can say, in this case here, we have these dimensions, and there are some dimensions that I cannot use in this case here. So let's see, let's take my example. I have the dimension area and salesperson. And what happened here is when we are in an area, for example, that is Europe, I cannot have customer assigned with area Europe and sales person that is from United States, for example. So this is an example just for us to have idea how we can define and combine this dimension and set up this properly. So let's see. Here I have the area. So what I will do, I will go to here in my dimension salesperson. So you can see this. Click yes. So what I did here is basically that you can see here that I have the area Europe, and this area Europe is blocked for this salesperson. Why? Because this salesperson, for example, they are specific. He works just with the area in America. So I cannot have like a customer that is from Europe that have this salesperson assigned. So this is a way that I can prevent this. So that means if I have a customer and this customer is from Europe, the system will prevent that you post a document with this setup. What I can do here is make an example so you can understand this in terms of process. So in this case here, let's create a sales order with this salesperson and change the area to Europe to see what happened. Okay, so let's go to the sales order. So let's find here. Okay, so let's create a new. So you can see here that my salesperson assigned here is the salesperson that I cannot use in Europe. Let's also check this customer. So let me select here. Okay. Okay, we already checked the salesperson. What I want to check here also it's what is the area that I am using now. So in this way, we can check if is okay. So let's go here to order and check the dimension in the header. So you can see here that I have this area that is North America, my customer group, my department, and my salesperson. In this case, the setup is okay. What I will do here is just change this in a way that we can check that this setup is not okay. So in this case here, I will select, for example, okay, for this sales order, and then here, what I will do, I will select one item. I will keep the price. Okay. Everything looks fine. So let's go here. And then I will click in post, and I will, what I want is preview this posting just for you to see. So you can see here that the system already warn you that you cannot use the area 20 with this salesperson. So in this case here, we can prevent this mistake before posting the document. So basically, this dimension combination work like that. So you can set up the system in a way that you can define if one dimension can be used or not. If you don't have any restriction, you just have to let this setup empty. This is not mandatory. This is good when you see in your real life that some documents have wrong posting, because when the user select, or when the user create, for example, the customer, they just go and select, and then the other department come and post the sales order, for example, and in this case the process was not checked in this way, and then you have, like in this case here, one area that is correct, but it was assigned, for example, for a wrong salesperson. Okay, the other item that we will check today is how to define priority for the dimension. So let's go here. Let's go back. Explore more and check the setup for the full dimension priority. How you can use this? Basically, what happened in Business Center is that you have a setup in the customer, you have a setup for dimension in a vendor, you have in the item, and then in GL account also. And then when you try to post the document, you can have like a conflict, because maybe the dimension that you select in the customer is not the same that you select, for example, for a GL account, and then you need to decide what is the priority, right? So it's like if you select a department in the customer, and then you select a different department in the item, you need here to define what is the priority, what I need to consider in order to post. Because if it's the same, you don't have problem. But if this setup is different, you need to inform the system how you can how Business Center can proceed on this. Okay, so in this case here, first we have the source code. You can click here and see the different source code that we have. So in this case, I will just select the first, and then here you have what is the table ID in Business Center. In this case here, I'm using the 15 as an example. That is my GL account, and then I will say that this will be priority 1. And then what I can do here, let's select 18. That is the customer. In this case, you'll be priority 2. And then if I am working with item, for example, I could say that 27 will be priority 3. So here is just an example. Actually, in order to set up this, you need to check what is the best and what is the correct way for your business. Like in case of conflict, you should always take the dimension from the GL account, or the correct is always when I have a conflict, I can take this from the customer, or maybe I can take this from the item. So you can define. And one thing here that is nice to know is like if you assign here all with priority 1, for example, so in terms of system I have the same priority, the system will take the GL account first, then the customer, and then the item, because in this case we will consider the table ID in order to define what is the priority, because they have the same priority. So it's important, if you work on with this, that you always define the priority. So this way the system will work properly. Please add comments if you have any questions. I am more than happy to answer. Thank you, and see you in the next video.